ocean story, and it is one we all share.
Welcome to SeaWorld's Orca Encounter. I'm Stephanie and I'm honored to introduce you to this intriguing and majestic animal. There's nothing like seeing a killer whale up close and learning about them and their natural behaviors. We hope this orca encounter will help you better understand these magnificent creatures and all that they represent.
While they are found in every ocean, orcas living off the coast of Iceland are quite different than those near Costa Rica. In fact, there are at least 10 types or ecotypes of killer whales. An ecotype describes the differences between killer whale size, physical form, prey, social structure, and habitat. As you can see, the differences are subtle, but noticeable when compared side by side. Orcas are adapted perfectly to their environments. And even the whale's black and white coloration has a purpose. It camouflages the outline of their bodies in the water, making it easier for them to surprise and catch their prey. When viewed from above, the black of the whale blends in with the dark depths of the ocean. When viewed from below, the orca's white bellies match the brighter surface of the water, blending with the light above, giving them the perfect camouflage.
Killer whales really are a natural wonder, and Corky and Makani are going to help me show you some of their physical characteristics. Their blowholes are perfectly designed for grabbing a quick breath right at the surface of the water. Even the location of their eyes works to their advantage. It looks like their eyes are that giant white patch, but that's a visual distraction. Their eyes are actually located in the black area in front of the white patch, camouflaged from thrashing prey. The fin on the whale's back is called a dorsal fin, and it helps stabilize orcas when they are swimming. It also helps with regulating their body temperatures. The flippers on the sides of their bodies are called pectoral flippers and are mainly used for steering and stopping. Pectoral flippers have 5 bony digits inside them, just like the human hand. The lobes at the end of the tail are called flukes. Tail flukes are a killer whale's engine, propelling them close to 30 miles per hour, about as fast as our speedboats. But they swim the fastest and use the most power when propelling their nearly 10,000-pound bodies up and out of the water.
whales, with a well-defined social structure. An orcapod is always led by a female. Though just half the size of her male counterpart, she is in charge. It's all about attitude, not size. Because they live and work as a group, orcas need to communicate with sounds and body language. Orcas use clicks for echolocation or navigation. Whistles to socialize in the pod. And calls for group coordination and hunting. Vocal development studies here at SeaWorld show that early on, calves learn vocalization from their mothers. But as they grow, they learn from others close to them as well. This is a bottlenose dolphin call that Shuka learned and even taught other killer whales here at SeaWorld. In fact, orcas are the largest members of the dolphin family. Whales here and in the wild use vocalization to communicate all the time.
Like all animals, killer whales use body language as part of their communication. They use pectoral slaps to show their dominance or to get noticed. For example, a mother might use a pec slap to gain her calf's attention. But when they really want to be heard, they breathe. Sky hopping is how killer whales coordinate and get better to their surroundings when they hunt. Slaps are another form of communication that the killer whale uses in the wild. Orcas are excellent communicators, so it's no surprise they're at the top of the ocean food chain.
Killer whales work together to rear their young, protect their pod, and most importantly, pursue and catch their prey. Every day they cooperate to survive in the wild oceans of the world. The orca's hunting techniques are as varied as the whales themselves. Norwegian killer whales will circle herring, herding them together. The whales use sounds to coordinate with each other and to disorient the herring. With the fish confused and contained, the whales stun them with their powerful tail flukes, making for an easy meal.
Whales in the southern hemisphere will capture sea lions by pulling them right off the beach. Arctic orcas will actually create waves that wash over floating ice, knocking seals into the water. You can see Porky and Ike showing you the same wave-making technique, demonstrating some of the many impressive and complex hunting abilities killer whales have developed around the world. Now you just saw these waves crashing in front of you, but you really can't imagine just how powerful they are until you experience it for yourselves. So for those of you sitting down below, get ready to feel the power of the waves made by the whales. It's like we're starting over here to the right. Here comes Shuka. All right, great job over there. Now we're headed to the left. All right, you guys did a great job out there. How was that? Now, because killer whales are found in every part of the ocean, it's no surprise they eat all types of prey, including other whales. The blue whale that you see on the screen, that's the largest animal in the world. It's 5 times longer and 50 times heavier than the killer whale. So how does an orca this size eat a whale that size in the wild? Well, it's all possible because killer whales are the ultimate team players.
In this example, we see the larger male orcas surround a sperm whale, forming a perimeter, while the females continue to drive the whale forward until it reaches exhaustion. The calves then move in to join the adults in the group. Whatever their prey, killer whales always cooperate and hunt together, making them a highly successful predator.
Play is an important part of everyday life for killer whales. It's how they teach young whales to hunt and practice their skills as they grow. Orcas spend lots of time interacting and showing their playful side in the wild and here at SeaWorld. Porpoising is when a whale swims fast at the surface, breaking out of the water briefly. You'll see them doing this when catching a ride in the wake of a boat or when surfing in a wave. Killer whales like to be touched and will rub their bellies on rocks when they can, much like how killer whales in British Columbia would. You'll even see whales imitating each other in the wild. We see it here at SeaWorld all the time. Our whales are always mimicking and learning from each other. behavior has its purpose. For example, a tail whip is a hunting technique used to stun fish. But today, I think these whales just might be stunning all of you. With our whales every single day, which allows us to share trusted relationships and provide optimal health care, research, and quality of life. All of our whales take an active role in their own health and well-being. Our whales are trained to line their bodies up at the surface of the water. This is an important behavior which allows us to do body exams, ultrasounds, or we can even get a blood sample from their tail flukes. All important behaviors which allow us to monitor their overall health. They'll even slide up onto a scale like you could see Orchid doing in the video. This allows us to weigh our whales and monitor their diet, making sure younger whales are growing properly and older whales are maintaining a healthy weight. And they'll even let us get a breath sample from their blowholes. Now, none of these behaviors would be possible without the trusted relationships we've built with them each and every day right here at SeaWorld. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to take this moment to talk to you about both of these whales that are in here right now. These are two of our males. Everyone meet Keith and Ulysses. Keith is over here to the right. Ulysses is over here to the left. Keith's 28 years old, and Yuli is our oldest male in his 40s, as well as our largest killer whale, that one right there to the left, at about 10,000 pounds. Now, despite their size, they are big, gentle giants that love interacting with the whales and their trainers. We challenge our whales to learn new things every day. Diet, exercise, and playtime keep our whales in great shape.
The whales here at SeaWorld have helped killer whales in the wild by participating in many research studies. One ongoing study monitors the whale's heart rate and breathing to understand how marine noise pollution from ship engines and other sources affect wild populations. In another study, scientists from NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, took measurements of the killer whales living here, including pregnant whales. By comparing these measurements with drone footage of killer whales in the wild, scientists are able to monitor the wild population's nutritional and reproductive states. Other research has been done here at SeaWorld on the mother whale's milk composition. This research will help create an effective model to understand how toxins in the ocean impact wild killer whales and their milk supply. What we learn from the whales in our care every day is actively helping whales in the wild survive. And just by being here today, you've supported our rescue, research, and conservation efforts all around the world. If we work together, like the killer whale, we can protect the future of the Orcinus orca and this beautiful planet that we all share.
remain seated. We do have a systematic process to exit everyone safely out of the stadium, and this will help go by quickly with your patience and participation. So once again, please remain seated in your seats. We have park ambassadors that are going to come by with colored flags for each section and let you know when it is safe for your row to exit. Again, this is just following our social distancing guidelines, making sure that we don't have crowds build up at our entrances and exits of the stadium, as well as directing the flow of traffic on which direction to exit. So just hang tight in your seats, and that park ambassador with the flag